Hi, Pisces. Mwah. I am so happy to be talking to you. I love you, Pisces. Yeah, truly, a few of my best friends in the world are Pisces, and I learned so much from you. Being a Leo and a fire sign, Pisces, you guys just, I think for me, what I love about you guys is that actually Leos are really intuitive and heart based, and Pisces are really heart based. So there's this understanding of the world through the heart, through emotion, that is so beautiful. And before I start talking to you guys, because September is a really interesting month for Pisces, it always will be. I am going to just mention that I'm wearing Pink Loon's gorgeous jewelry. This pink jasper is a lifesaver for me, and these earrings. Her jewelry has helped me out so much through a pretty intense couple weeks for me personally. I'm going to leave her website and email below, or her website below. And she's giving you 15% off, so I'm going to leave the promo code for all my beautiful viewers and subscribers out there. Please check out the personal promo code that we have developed just for you guys so that you get that 15% off. All in the description box. But this is the thing with September for Pisces. It is your opposite sign. Virgo is your opposite sign. So it means that this is a time of relationships and your relational understanding of the other in the world, right? You also get your full moon in September. So it's a time for you to kind of feel fully in your element, fully illuminated in what you need and want. And I always have my little note. And so we're talking about the relational house for you guys. And this is the thing. The note is a funny one. It's how can you practically improve relationships? How, on a practical level, can you help out your relationships? Because one of the funny things with you being Pisces, your opposite house of Virgo is a very practical energy. It's very grounded, right? We're talking about opposites. While you guys are a part of the bigger, larger experience of life, Virgo is very much about the details and the grounding down and the earthiness of the world. And that means that your seventh house, like when we get that highlighted with a new moon and with the sun sitting over there, and I'm just pulling cards right now and a whole bunch came out all at once, it means that, you know, it's time to like kind of ground down and think about how you can improve your relationships. And the cards are flying. Ooh, we have all really intense energies coming at you guys this month too. And I think it goes to show that you guys actually have a lot of really intense personalities in your lives. Like really intense personalities in your lives. And you might be finding that those relationships are kind of coming to the surface and you're having to have some conversations. So right out of the gate, it's interesting. We have the Four of Cups, which is the card. This is a funny card to get. This is the card where this guy is distracted by these four cups here because they're empty, and he's thinking, this is the whole world, this is everything I've ever wanted, and it's empty, and I'm stuck, and I'll never have anything again. But there's like this offering of something beautiful, like right by his head, coming out of heaven, and he's not paying attention to it, right? He's just refusing to pay attention to it. And I think some of you possibly like have not been totally honoring some relationships. Sorry, Pisces. I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time. It might be that you've needed, you know, this four for me is often an internalized card. It's time where you need quiet time. It might have been that you've needed to kind of withdraw a little bit from the bigger picture, from the bigger context, and do your thing. And so that maybe has been a theme for you over the summer, that you've needed to take some time and sit back and assess and look. And so what this brings about, though, is, okay, now we're going to need to start addressing this beautiful cup that's wanting to come into your life. And the thing is, it's right next to the Two of Cups. I can't think of a better card to pop out when we are talking about your opposite sign and we're talking about the opposite relational energy of Virgo, because this is relationship to other, right? Not only is this a romantic card, because it's super romantic. This is about the give and take, the receive and the flow of relationship to others. And there's this funny thing where I feel like, you know, because you guys have maybe had to retract within a little bit and do some of your healing work, and you have some patience and have some of this deeper, darker stuff, you're kind of coming out and realizing you have some things to express, you have some things to share, you have some things to to cycle through with some relationships. That's what I'm coming up with this Two of Cups energy, is it's like you need to connect back into your relationship grids. But here's the thing though, I'm getting distracted by a whole bunch of other personalities that are coming out here. And even I'm like, my head's swimming a little bit with this, because it's like, okay, what the heck is going on? Because the next three cards are all really strong personalities, and I was trying to just pick them up here. We have the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Now, for Pisces, these energies right here are pretty harsh. Like, you guys are water. The Emperor is the Aries card. The Queen of Swords is like Aquarius, Libra, just harsh, clear communication. And then the Queen of Wands is like Leo, fire, 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 right? So we have this, like, for me, when I see these three together, this is all passion and truth, which is great. You know, I love passion and truth. Who doesn't love passion and truth and direction and commitment to a cause? I mean, the Emperor is like, I will take on the world. I will take responsibility. I will put myself forward. I will dominate a conversation. You know, the Queen of Swords is like, I will tell it like it is, even if it hurts people, even if it breaks ties, even if it isn't something that works for everybody else. I'm going to say what I want to say. And the Queen of Wands, she's a little subtler, but she's keeping an eye on things, and she is about passion, and she is about integrity, and she can be very opinionated, right? And I'm kind of fascinated by all these energies coming at you, because I almost just feel like you almost feel intimidated by the personalities in your life. Like, part of the reason you might have been withdrawing and kind of hiding out is because you have something to face up to here with all this energy. I mean, a lot of this is very directional, motivated, clear-sighted energy. So it could also be that maybe you guys are embodying this a little bit. Maybe you are feeling the need to, like, get out there and, like, speak your truth and get out there and say what you're feeling and get out there and be kind of a passionate, fiery version of yourself. But what I get more than anything is that you are surrounded by some people who are really kind of harsh and blunt and determined. And I almost think you might be kind of surprised by how much your relationships are coming to the fore in this month. And here's the thing though, none of these people are malicious. None of these energies are malicious. And in fact, you know, for those of you, because we have that Two of Cups, for those of you, it might be this, one of these people is probably somebody you love a lot and you really want in your life. And it doesn't have to be a fire or air sign for this to make sense for you. If you have a dominant person in your life who has some of these qualities, this could be a love situation right here, right? It could be, you know, in your marriage too, or if you're already with somebody, that there may be this dominating personality, but once again, there's like some kind of work that needs to be done on this relationship, and it's kind of just popping out. And the thing with Virgo, and the thing with this month, the thing with having the full moon in your sign, first of all, that illuminates everything, and it's going to illuminate your life personally. It's going to illuminate this romantic dream world really, really vividly. We also have this Pluto retrograde that's ending on the 28th, and it's causing the entire month for every single sign to be a house cleaning, truth-telling month where cosmic downloads of the truth are coming in really hard and heavy-handed, and it's really intimidating. And I'm finding that this is causing people to come out of the woodworks. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Pisces, you guys are some of the most intuitive, understanding people in the world, right? And you are the people that you can listen and you can emote and you can be with others and care for others when they need you. And I'm almost feeling like, because the entire everybody, it does not matter what your sun sign, moon sign, anything is, this month is a month of truth telling. It is harsh, it is heavy, it is intense. It might be finding too that you you are the person that everybody is drawn to talk with about these intuitive things. So I think last month I was talking about how you guys don't have to be everybody's empath all the time, and how you can, like, shed that. And I still think that it's important for you to keep your boundaries on that, because if a whole bunch of people are coming at you asking for you to be their empath, like, you got to take care of yourselves. Okay. But here's what's interesting though. Here's what's going on. So socially, I think you're going to be really inundated by a lot of your relationships. You're going to be working through them. Here's the thing. You guys are kind of embattled about what you want your relationship to look like. We have the Four of Wands here, right? But it actually came out in between the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. Okay, well, let's start with what the Four of Wands is, and then we'll talk about these fives. The Four of Wands is a card of partnership and happiness and completion and getting where you want to go. It's a really happy card. It's a celebration card. It's a jubilant card. It's a marriage. It's a wedding card. You know, these people have just gotten married. So on the bigger scale, this card is about happy partnerships, happy relationships. And so there's this ooey gooey undertone to your reading. You know, we have two of the most romantic cards popping out, but they're popping out with all this like dynamic social stuff going on. And part of what I'm seeing here is it's like you have something you have to work out with some people and work out with like your own vision of what this happiness looks like. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be having conversations to improve and strengthen your marriages, your partnerships, the people you're in love with. And these relationships can be at any stage, because the Five of Wands is about it's the sparring card. It's where you argue and you go back and forth and you disagree. It's kind of like, it's not super serious, but it's kind of, it's a card of tension and disagreement, right? It can be about having little spats or arguments or disagreeing about something. It can go from being really playful to being relatively harsh. So depending on what your situation is, you might be finding that you are speaking some truths and your partner is speaking some truths. And this can be with close friends too. Like you could also be finding that you're just having like this back and forth between people that's kind of harsh and intense. And then this Five of Cups is a mourning card, leaving something behind. And once again, this month is a house cleaning month. It is an intense month because of the planetary placements and where we are after that eclipse. These two cards right here are house cleaning cards if I've ever seen them. One is about having it out, and one is about mourning, internally mourning the loss of something that no longer serves you. And these cards are right around this happy thing. So for me, it's like when I see these two together, what I like about this is you're rebalancing something. It's not necessarily that you're walking away from something full scale and just saying, bye, done with that. But you're balancing out what you have to leave behind and what you need to fight for. And like I said, for some of you, this might really be more about your friendships. Truly. Whatever relationships are really close to you this month, you are going to be doing this balancing act. So once again, take really good care of yourselves. And the crazy thing is, you know how I had all these personalities popping up, and I'm like, I think the thing with this reading is that all you Pisces, you're such lovers, and you all love, and you get it. All these personalities are popping up because so many of you are going to be dealing with one or other of these personalities. And another personality was the last card, which is the King of Wands. Another fire personality. You know, the King of Wands, like the Emperor, can be a little bit stubborn and pig-headed and convinced that they know things that are the right way. And for some reason, I'm feeling kind of like you guys are maybe around people who are really stubborn and pig-headed and who are convinced that they are right about everything and that they are somehow the one that knows the right way to do things. And part of what's going on here with this is that you are having to hold your own ground and take care of yourself and say, no, I actually need this to be happy. I need there to be peace and accord. I need there to be you to be understanding. I need you to understand that I feel the world around me. You know, that I feel the world around me. You're not a machine. You're not an empath machine, and you're not there to not feel the world. You are there to feel the world, and you do feel the world. And there's like, you know, the note was how to practically improve your relationships, but there's kind of this thing going on where it's like you have to be the one to say what you need. And I do think it actually goes back to you not being everybody's empath. You're not supposed to be everybody's empath. And I just looked down at the bottom of my deck, and the Eight of Cups was at the bottom of my deck. And here's another one of these walking away things. take that for what you will. But what I'm seeing here is that things that are not serving you, dynamics that are not serving you, have to go, and you are done with it. The thing with the Pisces is that you guys will put up with a lot. You will try your best to understand, to incorporate, to stick by, to wait it out. You will do that. But once you are done with something, you are done. You are done. And I think you're really done being bullied. I think you're really done being dominated. I think you want the peace and the harmony, and you're willing to fight for that. And you might find that you're coming to some conclusions about that. I mean, this is helping you get there. That's great. But yeah, I mean, dang, Pisces, who are these people in your life who are giving you so much grief? Because I don't know, like, I have to hold these up just because the number of personalities involved here and the intensity of these specific personalities, these are all like the most stubborn energies I can think of in the deck. Like, I'm not kidding. And they're so intense and they're so overpowering, and they're all fire and air, mostly fire. It's kind of just like somehow these relationships, there's like this fuel under the surface. I almost feel like there's been like this, you know, we just went through a Mercury retrograde that's ending on the 6th, and that sometimes that can cause a buildup of feelings and needs that need to be expressed. And I think maybe what you're going to be experiencing here is that there's just this explosion of expression of feeling. What has been going on with people and them needing to express it and connect with you. So that's kind of heavy. And because it is your relational house, it's just like, I think that's just where your energy is going to kind of be focused, is really on getting the truth out in the open for you as well as this other person or these other people around you. That can be harsh, but I think it's going to bring you really happy things, because I do see these happy energies here. I mean, they're here, but you have to be willing to kind of do this work, and that's kind of the less fun side of it. However, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. And I'm liking actually that we have these determined personalities, because you know what? These people are not flaky. They won't just disappear on you, and they won't just leave you in the lurch. They'll want to do the work with you. They'll want to tell the truth. So you'll at least have the full story going forward. But at any rate, this month is going to be pretty intense for you guys. I would really love to work with you and talk about what truths are coming out for you, what things are getting moved forward for you into the future. I'm going to leave my website and my email below. Please get in touch with me in the description box. You can find all that information so that you can get in touch with me or follow me on Instagram. I'm also going to leave Pink LUNE, because seriously, this woman is amazing at what she does. I love you, Pisces, so much. I'm sending you so much love with dealing with these intense personalities. I hope it comes out to help make you a happier, wholer person. And I will talk to you all in October. Mwah.